Here with head women's basketball coach Carrie Lohr after a 1-1 week for the Warriors. Recapping last week, able to defeat Davenport before falling to maybe one of the best, probably one of the best teams in the country, third-ranked Grand Valley. Talk about what you really like to see in the Davenport game, and even some things in the Grand Valley game. There were some bright spots there against a strong team.
Well, certainly it was really, really nice to be back at home.
Yeah.
We had spent six of our last 7 games on the road, so that was a tough stretch. And then to have one at home against Davenport and win felt really good.
Yeah.
I thought we did some really good things, and we had some balanced scoring, which, you know, for us to be successful and win games, I think that that's a necessity. But didn't catch a break for very long, and then had to face the number 3 team in the country in a very good Grand Valley. So without question, the way we shared the ball with Davenport, the ability for Becca Fugate to step up and get to the rim, we saw a lot of really good things just as a group. I thought that was a really good team win, but I do think that she played certainly a major role in getting us going. Against Grand Valley, I think, you know, it's hit and miss. We had some moments that we were okay. To be honest with you, I thought we played really poorly in the first half, and that's not a discredit to Grand Valley and their abilities, but I just saw us doing some things that I didn't recognize, unfortunately. And even at that point, I felt we were still in the game. So clean that up and, you know, get some of your leaders back in the scoring column certainly would have helped. But a very good Grand Valley team. We knew that they were going to be a tough matchup for us, but really also they were coming off of a loss I'm sure that they were bitter about.
You talked a little bit about this a balanced attack against Davenport. You had Grace George, Nastasia Chambers, Sadia Johnson, and the aforementioned Becca Fugate, all in double figures with Becca with a career-high 15. That's kind of your blueprint, I would assume. 3 or 4 girls near 15, 17 points. Maybe a little different from a team that has 1 or 2 go-to scorers. This is kind of for you guys, that's kind of the blueprint to a win.
Absolutely, and I think that that's really a common theme throughout the conference. You know, you look at box scores of other teams, and you can typically see the team that won their starting lineup, or at least some key subs came in and got to double digits. So, you know, that is a necessity for us, and unfortunately, you know, our number 2 and 3 scorer came out with 2 points each, and certainly disappointing that they had an off night, but you know that's a credit to Grand Valley's defense as well.
Back on the road, it continues kind of the tough schedule here, but it'll all pay off towards the end of the year, I imagine. At Parkside, at Purdue Northwest. Are these 2 games, I know coaches hate here and must win, but are these kind of games that you've circled in terms of trying to find the win column and position yourself better in the standings? 2 teams that can beat anybody, especially at home, though.
Absolutely. I think at this point in the season, we've hit the midway mark, and teams are starting to, you know, define who they are. I'm not convinced that we've done that yet, and I do feel that there's still time for that. And without question, you know, to go on the road and win 2 would be a huge boost for us. The idea of traveling should not be new to us, and you know, we're back on the road. I think the good news is that we are at some point, I think, going to hit a stretch where we can have more than just 2 games at home in a week and maybe string some together. But you know, I respect Purdue Northwest. I respect Wisconsin Parkside. They're playing very well right now. I think they're number 1 in the North, with only 1 loss coming to Grand Valley, and I understand that was a pretty close game. So I think we're going to have our hands full on Thursday and on Saturday with a new coach and a new system that we as coaches have to learn and understand. So, you know, this is a big week for us, and I feel really good about our energy and our attitude, though. I've mentioned before, I've got a great group of kids, and my senior leadership is something that we were lacking last year. And our seniors, and meeting with them and talking with them yesterday, are ready to make a move, and I think that's all you can ask for, is that everybody is still all in, and we're going to play as best we can and hard as we can till the end.